Hello, good evening to my viewers. I hope everybody is doing good. Stay home, stay safe. This evening, I want to talk about the experience or how to prepare for a residence card. This will be an experience which I want to share with my viewers because a lot of people, especially immigrants, get scared when it gets to the time of taking the fingerprint for a residence, because mostly in other parts of the Europe you can be rejected, and it is something which is unbearable for most of us. So once you have an appointment with the immigration authorities to make your residence card, you get nervous thinking that probably you don't know what the outcome might be. So you get nervous thinking about how positive the process will be. But I want to advise my viewers that we shouldn't be scared. We shouldn't get panicked because we are going to take fingers. It is not any difficult process that we should be thinking about. I am talking from experience because I was very worried when I had an appointment with the SEF authorities to apply for my residence. I was thinking that what if they don't grant me the residency? So what I made sure I had was that I was given a requirement which must be fulfilled. So I made sure I had my passport ready. I had my police report from my home country ready. I had my criminal report from Portugal, by then it was required, ready. I went to Social Security to take the extracto, it was ready. I went to my company to take declaration from the owner of my company. It is called Déclaration de Patron. It was ready. I attached the 3 recent receipts, which was also required. It was ready. So what again was my fear? What again was my fear? I don't know. I was just scared because people will tell you, these people, they can refuse giving you the residence if you don't provide this, you don't provide that. But it wasn't so. You just need to provide to them what has been requested. So when I got to the SEF premises, I waited for some time because my appointment was in the afternoon. I waited and I was called. My heart was just beating because I was nervous. I didn't know why I was nervous, but I was nervous. The woman expected me to speak Portuguese, but I could speak a little because I had just lived in Portugal for just a year. So asking me, can you speak Portuguese? I said, posso falar pouco. I can speak a little. She told me, okay, but how long have you been in Portugal? I said, I've been in Portugal for 1 year. Okay. Then I hope the next time you come here you can speak better. I said, okay. Okay, give me your document. So he mentions the name of the document, I give it out. Passport, I give it out. Contract, I give it out. So I gave all the documents. And it was left with my criminal report from Ghana. He said, but your criminal report is invalid. It's valid for 6 months and it's over 6 months. I said, oh, please, I have done 3 of these police reports, and because of the date of my appointment, all have expired. And it is very expensive in my country to do another. He said, no, I cannot accept this. You need to provide a new one which is valid. I had that one at the back of my car. I wanted to test them how that is going to happen. So I realized the woman was serious, and if I don't provide the valid criminal report, it means that she's going to reschedule another date, which might take 3 or 6 months before I can come back again. So I told her to hold on. I went back, picked the valid criminal report, brought it back to him, and he said, okay, let me see. Did you take it to the Portuguese consulate or embassy to get a stamp? I said, I'm sorry, we don't have an embassy of Portugal in our country, so I couldn't do that, but I sent it to my country's embassy for an attestation. He said, okay, hold on, I'm going to ask the boss. If he says okay, I will take. If he says no, I will not take. I was just praying in my head because I was already nervous. He went inside, showed to the boss. The boss said, okay, you can accept it. I was just looking at them at my eye back, just watching. I heard, okay, you can accept that. I said, hallelujah. I was happy within me. So after he said, okay, now can you position yourself for me to take a photo of you? I started laughing within me. I got relieved because what I have been waiting for has been granted. She took the picture and said, oh, can I also take your fingers? She took my fingerprint and everything was good. I was rushing to pay for the fee for the card. I said, please, what is the mode of payment? He said, please hold on. Do you have cash or card? I said, I have cash, I have card. Which one do I pay with? He said, we accept any. I said, okay, how much? She just said the amount, and I gave it out because I was ready to pay any amount because I needed a card. After I came out, I met one African outside. He said, okay, you are lucky you came here. Here, in 2 weeks' time, your card will be ready. I said, seriously? Because I know people wait for 2 months, 3 months before the card comes. He said, yes, I have an experience. So just trust me, you get it in 2 weeks. I said, okay, I pray so. I got out, I was so relieved, and I was wondering, so why was I nervous? Why was I nervous? Viewers, if you are preparing to take a residence card, don't be nervous, because it wasn't necessary for me to be panicking and being nervous for this. Just relax for yourself, relax for the card, because the process is not something so difficult if you have the requirement. You just have to relax. You don't have to think at all that they are not going to give it to you, because once you have worked in the country for months and you have contributed, you qualify to be given. So all that you need to do is to provide what is needed. Provide what is needed. If there are certain things that you don't understand, seek clarification before you go, because you approaching the authorities and they rejecting you because you did not bring a required document, rescheduling another date for you could take you months. And for the legality of your stay, without a card, you are not considered legal until you hold your first card. So if you have plans of staying in the country for the purpose of nationality, you are required to stay in the country for 5 years. So for example, if you have stayed in the country for a year or two waiting for an appointment for a first card, it means that you have wasted 2 years. You have wasted 2 years, which could have helped you in gaining the 5 years that is required for you to be able to get nationality. So my advice to my viewers is that when you have an appointment, feel free, relax, just gather your document. If there is something that you don't understand, ask. If you don't know anybody to ask, just go to the immigration authorities, approach them. They will tell you, we need this, we need this, we need that. Nobody will arrest you. Just approach them, tell them you don't understand this. They will explain to you so that you get organized before you approach them. If you enjoy this video, kindly subscribe, like, and share for more updates. Thank you.